Hello, this is Twin back to show you how to make a cute little baby duckling or chick. All you will need is a crochet hook, a needle to sew the ends in, some yarn. I have 3 different color yarn for the feathers and the legs, so some medium weight yarn, some scissors, some stuffing to stuff the chick with, and maybe some black yarn to sew the eyes in. Get all your things ready and we'll begin. Okay, so to begin the project you need to make a magic ring. You wrap your string or yarn around your 2 fingers, cross it on the back. You go underneath the first loop, grab that yarn. Instead of pulling through, you grab your yarn and make your first magic ring loop. You are going to go through that opening, grab your yarn, and do a single crochet. So that's 1. You will need 6 single crochet inside this loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you will grab the loose end of that magic ring and pull that tight, and you have just closed up the opening of that magic ring. From there, you are going to make a single crochet into that first stitch. So put your hook into that first stitch that you made in the magic ring. I like to wrap my yarn as I go. Grab your yarn, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn, pull through both. So you've just made 1 single crochet. So in order to double the 6 stitches to 12, I need to increase at every stitch. So that's just 1. I go through the first stitch again and make another single crochet. So that's 2. The next stitch, 3, 4. Next stitch will be 5 and 6. 5, 6. The next stitch will be the 7th and 8th. 7, 8. Next stitch will be 9 and 10. 9, 10. And then the last stitch will make that 11 and 12. 11 and 12. So count your stitches properly to make sure you have the exact amount of single crochet stitches. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So I did that correctly. So now you're going to increase to make the circle a bit bigger, because you're expanding on the project. So the next round will be 18. So you're increasing by 6 stitches. So what I'll do is I'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's the pattern to increase it to 18. So what you can do is stop right here, grab something to mark your spot, and then come back and we'll begin the next round. Okay, let's begin the next round. I use a little piece of blue yarn to mark where I begin. So then I'm going to continue to grab that in and weave it in. So the first stitch will be 1, the next stitch will be 2. So that would be 1. The next single crochet will be 2. 1, 2. So if I've just made 3, this will be the 4th one. That's 1. And this stitch will be 2 in there. 1 and 2. So go ahead and finish the whole round by going 1 single crochet stitch, 2 stitches, 1 stitch, 2 stitches until you get to the very end, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm back to the end of my round. I have 1 stitch left to do. I've made 1, and then this one will be the 2. So by the time I'm done with this, I should have 18 single crochet stitches. So that's where I began, so that's where I stop. So if you count your stitches correctly, you should have 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. So now I will begin my 3rd round. I'm going to make this bigger because this is going to be the bottom of the chick, and you're going to work your way up. I'm going to remove my stitch marker, and I will mark that spot right there. This time you are going to do 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. So you're increasing it from 18 to 24. So here you go. The first stitch will be a 1. Second stitch will be a 1. The third stitch will be a 2. So you're doing 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, and 2. So this stitch will have 2 single crochets in it. That's your increase. Go ahead and do the same pattern all the way through, and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, I'm back at the end of my round. I did 1, 1. This last stitch would be my 2. If you've noticed, we are just making a spiral, so we're going around and around. So I'm beginning the next round. Now, if you like the size of your chick right here, you can stop increasing and work your way up, or you can make 1 more round. I'm happy with the size of this chick because I'm making a baby chick. So I'm going to continue around and around. I'm going to make about maybe 8 more rounds, or 9, depending how tall I want my chick to be. And I will meet you back here when you are done with however tall you want your chick to be. So basically, I'm going to remove my marker, mark my first spot. I'm going to keep doing single crochets. I won't be increasing. I'm just going to do 1 single crochet stitch in each of these stitches. So it'll be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 all the way around. I'll meet you back here when I am at the end of my round. Okay, I'm back at the last 2 stitches of my round. So I'm going to make 2 single crochet stitches, and then I'm at the end. So I've just finished my 1 round. As you can see, it's starting to come up like a little bowl shape, and as I continue, it's going to get taller and taller in height. If you don't remember, or if you're not sure how to make a single crochet stitch, I have my other videos for beginners that'll show you how to make the single crochet stitches. Okay, so I'm going to continue with my next round. I'm not increasing, I'm just continuing to go up. So go through that first stitch, grab your yarn, and pull through both loops. That's 1, 2. So I'm going to continue all the way around. I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to continue to increase my rows. And I'll return when I'm almost happy with the height of my chick. Maybe about 8 more rounds. Okay, I'm back to check up on you. I have made 4 rounds. 1, 2, 3, about 5 rounds. I'm going to continue to maybe 3 more rounds, and then I'll check back in on you again, and then we'll start finishing up the chick and closing up the opening on from the top. Okay, keep working. Okay, welcome back. I think I'm done increasing the rounds here. I'm going to start decreasing to form the baby chick's head. So as you can tell, here the head is slightly smaller than the bottom part of the chick. So I'm going to start decreasing from here. Now I know I didn't continue to mark as I come up because I'm just gauging where the round ends and begin. It's really not a big deal. It doesn't have to be exact. As long as I'm finishing the round where it's right where the last round ended, I'm good to go. I still have 24 stitches, so what I need to do is decrease to make the round smaller. So I'm going from 24 back to 18. So I have made a video to show you how to make decreases, but I'll show you here as well. So basically I'm turning 2 stitches into 1. So I'm going to do, actually I will mark the spot just so you'll see. Right here. So it's 1, 1, and then decrease. We're doing the opposite of the increase, which is how we got to 24 in the first place. So it's 1, 1, decrease. You pull, this is called an invisible decrease. You only grab the first part of the V stitch, that little V. So 1, 2. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn and pull through all 3. So that's, you just made 1 decrease. 1, 2, and then decrease. You are going to continue this pattern all the way around until you come back here. So again, 1, 1, and then decrease. Okay, keep doing that and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm back at my very beginning again. I have 1 decrease left to do, and that will end my round. So 1, 2, pull through all 3 loops, decrease. So I just finished my decrease. Instead of doing another decrease, I'm actually going to do 1 round of 18, and then I'll do more decreases. So here I go. I'm going to mark my spot again. I will do 1, 2, 3. Basically, I'm just going stitch by stitch all the way around till I reach my end again. This one's tight because of the decrease. So you're making 1 single crochet in each of those stitches. Go ahead and continue, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm back to the beginning again with 1 stitch left to do on this in this round. There we go. So now I'm going to continue to decrease. I went from 24 back down to 18. I need to decrease it to 12. So if you remember how we increase, we went 1 increase. So as a decrease, we have to do 1 decrease instead of 1 increase. Okay, so here we go. 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease. Again, I'm grabbing the first loop of the V, first loop of the V, grab my yarn and pull through all 3 loops. So I just made 1 decrease. 1 decrease, 1 decrease. I will meet you back at the end of the round with this pattern till you get to here. Okay, I have 1 decrease left to do. That would end my round. Instead of doing another decrease to close this up, I will make one round of just 12 for the head. So I'm going to remove my marker and just do one round. After this round, we will work on putting in the eyes, put some stuffing in, and close up the top. So I'm just going to do one round of 12 single crochets in this round. So that's 1, 2, 3, and so on. So go ahead and finish your round of 12, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I have 2 stitches left for this round. I'm going to do 1 and 2. I'm going to start stuffing this chick and then adding some eyes, and then we'll close it up. Okay, so go ahead and I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to let you grab all the things you need, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm back to show you how to close this up. I used the same marker to put through my loop so I don't lose it in case I pull it out by accident. I don't want to lose my stitches. I have a piece of yarn and threaded through a needle so I can start making the eyes. I have some stuffing, so I'm going to start stuffing the chick. You can stuff as much stuffing there as you like to just see how firm you like them. This is, to me, is quite firm. Okay, this is good for me. Now I'm going to use the needle to start putting the eyes in. I think I'm going to put the eyes right around 1, 2, 3, between the third one coming down and the fourth. So I'm going to go through the back, pull through, but not all the way. And then I'm going to go down one row, one round. So it'll be right around here. I'm using my finger to help guide my needle. So I'm going to go through 3 rounds. You can obviously use safety eyes during this part as well, but I like to use thread because it keeps the nice soft consistency throughout when you're holding on or onto the baby chick. So I am making one more. This is my third time. The fourth time, instead of going back out, I'm going to go out here. Make sure it's even. I'm going to go out this way and then continuing to loop. So that's there. I'm going to get back up and through that same opening that I came out in, and I will make 4 loops 4 times. 1, 2, 3. You can always guide how the yarn goes through. This will be my last stitch. So instead of coming back out, I'm going to go through here. That's it. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the yarn off and then make a few knots so that it doesn't come loose. So go ahead and make a few knots underneath there. I'm going to pause the video while I do this. Okay, after you've made the eyes and tie the knots, it's time to make the little beak. I grabbed some yellow yarn. I think I'm going to put the beak right in between the eyes and come down that way. So again, just like the eyes, I'm going to go out through one of the stitches right between the eyes, go through there, and I'm going to go down because I'm going to make a little V shape beak. So you can pretty much do however you want to make your beak. I'm going to go through the same opening several times to make it nice and thick so then you can really see it. So I'm starting to make the V. I'm going to keep going through that maybe a couple more times. There you go. See how that looks? Okay. I'm going to go back. So there's really no wrong way to do it. It's just how you like the way it looks. I'm going to go down one more time, and then I'm going to make the knot. I'm going to go back inside, through here, pull through, and that's my beak. There are my two pieces of yarn from beginning and end. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to let you make your knot, and then we'll be ready to close up the top. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to stuff all the ends into the opening. I'm going to start closing up my top part. Remember, we have 12 stitches left. We need to make this into 6, and then we'll sew in the top. So here we go. There's my opening. My beginning row. I'm going to decrease, decrease, decrease all the way around. So you will end up with just 6 stitches. So my first decrease. Remember, 2 loops from the 2 stitches. You have 3 loops on your hook. I'll show you again. Just the first part of the V. 1, 2, pull through all 3 loops. That's 1 decrease. I'll show you another one. Pull through all 3. That's 2. So continue doing the decreases till you get to the very end. Okay, my last decrease, I'm going to pull through all 3 loops, and I am done. I do have 6 stitches left, so this is where we finish and sew in the top. I'm going to remove my marker. I'm going to cut the yarn. I leave about, another 5 or 6 inches to sew in the top. So I'm going to cut that off. Most people just pull the yarn right through. I like to make a little knot by pulling the end through the loop like that. And that's how I secure my knot. Okay, so now I'm going to get a needle, thread this, and we'll close up the top. And there you would have your little cute chunky chick. Cute chunky chick. Okay? Okay, my needle has been threaded. I'm going to just grab you can grab both V's or just grab one. I like to just grab the one instead of both. So grab the V, pull through. You would do this 6 times since you have 6 stitches left. Go all the way around. When you get to the very last one, same thing. It really doesn't matter how you grab it. Once you have that, you pull it tight and it closes up the top. See that? So what I like to do at this point is thread through and make some knots by going through some loops, wrap the end of my yarn around the needle, and pull through. That's how you start knotting them. So that's it. I'm going to pull the yarn through and hide the ends, or this end. So I'm just going to keep threading through, and then hiding the end. And then I'm just going to go right through, poke out this anywhere you want, and pull your yarn through. And that should pretty much hide the yarn. Okay? Now all we need are some cute little legs. And if you want to get real fancy, you can add some wings and a little comb on the top if you like. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video. Go get some more orange yarn and we'll make some legs for the baby chick. Okay, time to make some cute little legs. I usually go from the bottom and I go 3 rounds. So it's 1, 2, 3. So in the third round, I kind of eyeball where the eyes are, and that's where the legs will be. So I will put the first leg through the third round here and the second leg here. You can space it out however you want. So I will put mine right here. You make a little beginning loop. I like to hold it upside down. So 1, 2, 3. I will grab my yarn right about where the eyes are. Go through that loop. Doesn't really matter how you do it. It'll turn out cute. Go through that one round, pull my yarn through. Then I'm going to make 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now I'm going to make 3 single crochets in the second chain. So go through 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And then I'm going to slip stitch, which is you pull through that loop and pull through. So you just slip stitched 1. I'm going to slip stitch the next chain as well. There you go. And then I'm going to cut the yarn and then work on the other leg. Pull through. I'm actually going to tie the knot from that end to that end, from the beginning in the last part of the yarn, and then I'm going to hide the ends inside the chick. So I'm going to make a knot. See that? I'm going to make one more knot to secure the ends. Okay, I'm going to cut the yarn and then I'm going to tuck the end into the chick. So cut that, and I'm going to tuck it right in. I do this. That's it. Okay, that's how you do the first leg. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm probably going to do it right here. So I'm going to grab my yarn and hook, and I'll meet back here for the second leg. Okay, I'm back for the second one. I'm going to eyeball the round and maybe center it with the eye. I'm going to grab that stitch, that row right there, with my beginning loop, pull through, now I'm going to make 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. And if you remember, I'm going to do 3 single crochet into that second chain. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to slip stitch into that chain. You don't grab your yarn, you just pull right through. I'm going to slip stitch that chain as well. And that is it. I'm going to cut my yarn, tie the knot, and tuck it inside. So here I go. Cut my yarn. I'm going to pull right through. And then tie my knot. Tie the knots between the 2 loose ends and tuck it inside. Okay, I've just tied my knots. I'm going to cut my yarn. I'm going to pull the yarn through from anywhere you want really and tuck in the yarn or the ends, and that's it. Just made my baby chick with 2 cute little legs. I can show you how to make the cute little wings on the side, on each side. And if you're ready, grab your yarn again and make the beginning loop, and then we'll start. Okay? Okay, I have my beginning loop. I'm going to put the wings right on each side. Doesn't have to be perfect. I will mark it like right here and here. So turn your chick on its side. Whatever round you end up using working on the wing, you have to do it in the same row so it'll look even. So I'm going to be right here. I'm going to grab the round, go through the round, pull your yarn through and make 1 single crochet. Make the same single crochet in that same spot. Make 3. I will go to the next stitch over and do 3 as well. So I'm going to go through 1, 2, 3. See his little wings. I will end up hiding the ends. You can do a slip knot here, pull through. That's it. There you go. What I would do is cut the yarn and tuck the yarn inside. So then it'll look real neat. So I would cut the yarn and tuck it inside. So go ahead and do the same thing with the other side, and you have these cute little wings popping out. See that? So I'm going to go around to this side and do the same thing. So basically do 3 single crochets in the same stitch. So I have 6, 3 and 3. That makes 6 single crochet stitches on the side. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and I'll meet you back here.
You hailed outside.
Okay, I just made 3 single crochets on that stitch. I'm going to do 3 more on this stitch, and then I'm done. Doesn't really matter how you grab it, as long as it's even 2, 3. And that's it. I'm going to cut my yarn, tie the knot, make that last knot, and tuck it in. So I think I need to do a slip stitch right here, which I forgot to do, but here it is. Slip stitch, pull through. That's it. I'm going to hide my yarn, and then I am done. Okay, we are done with our cute little chunky chick. He's got the cute little wings and 2 little legs. You can obviously make him bigger if you want using very simple, similar stitches. Hope you enjoy making this chick. Have a great day. Bye.